Kevin, will you read the back?
Men in Black Square.
Yeah, Men in Black Square, like Alien.
I think it's cubed, isn't it?
Cubed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cubed.
Let's
Cubed.
get you a teacher.
Let's get our
Jeez
mastery.
Louise.
All right, in Men in Black 3, Agent J and K are back in time. J has seen some inexplicable things in his 15 years with the Men in Black, but nothing, not even aliens, perplexes him as much as his wry, relentless partner. But when K's life and the fate of the planet are put at stake, Agent J will have to travel back in time to put things right. J discovers there are secrets to the universe that K never told him, secrets that will reveal themselves as he teams up with the young Agent K, Josh Brolin, to save his partner and the agency and the future of humankind.
Yeah. Men in Black 3. I feel like there wasn't as much hype for when this came out because people didn't really like 2. However, I saw it in theaters when it came out. I enjoyed it.
I like Men in Black 3.
Men in Black 3 is
I
perfect.
didn't see it. I was like, I have no interest. This looks. I was like, it's a cool thing that they have a young character time traveling. I'm like, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
But I was not. I don't know. I forget what year it came out, but whatever
I think
year
it was. Like
2011,
I think.
I was just like not. I was like, I'm over this.
I feel like a lot
nonsense.
of people were.
I'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
I'll catch it in a $5 bin at Walmart.
So when did you first see it? Was it recent or?
I think it was like only. It might have been in quarantine. I was like just bored and just put it on. I'm like, all right, fine, let's try
Did
it.
it do it for you?
There's some stuff in it that I actually did like.
Yeah.
A lot of the design, like some of the fun stuff was still there, but it was a lot of. It's weird. Like I watched it recently, and it was like this looks like a quarantine movie. There's so much green screen.
Yeah.
That it's like, when was this filmed? I'm looking up like, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just all the actors are kind of huge at that point.
Yeah.
Like Tommy Lee Jones, he was like in Lincoln around this time, Captain America. I feel like they were just like, everyone's a huge, gigantic actor. We got a green screen of them together. You see this one in the theaters? Or
I saw it on Blu-ray like right after it came out. I didn't see it in the theaters.
Again, so you probably did what a lot of people did. They were like,
I'll pick it up on Disney.
But no, it's actually a fine sequel. It learned its lesson from 2.
Yeah.
Don't retread. I mean, you have to hit some beats. But no, it's a new story. It's not an alien in disguise. Kind of, not really. It's not an alien in a human suit.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to take
It's not so similar.
Yeah. I mean, it is trying to take over the world, but like
and shooting things out of his hands.
Yeah,
So
he's like a big bug man, and he
Yeah.
can shoot bone marrow out of his hand. I was fine with that.
It was all right. You know.
Boris the Animal, played by do they have his name on the back there? Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine.
Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, from Flight of the Conchords. I love him.
Yeah, he's great. Like his voice acting, like whatever voice he was doing was very like inhuman. He's like very good at stuff like that.
Yeah, he's Boris the Animal.
Yeah.
He's a fun villain because he feels
for
different,
sure.
and we get 2 of him, which is nice. Because so
And
this is
them
like
arguing with each other. Is pretty good.
So this is like time travel. We learned that like in the past, Kay stopped Boris and his alien race from taking over the world.
Yep.
They put a shield around the world that like wiped them out. Boris was the last one, but he broke out of prison and he somehow got his hands on a time travel device, went back and killed Kay. Only Agent J remembers any of this.
Yeah.
And I do like when he like goes to MIB. Oh, one of the mysteries is why is Kay the way he is? Why is he so bitter about everything?
Yeah.
And like one of the things that concerns Jay is that Zed is dead now.
Yeah.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. And at his funeral, he's just like, I got a really good speech. He's like, I never hung out with Zed. We didn't do anything. He was great. Jay's like, please have something better for me. So now we have Agent and O is taking over.
Yeah.
So yeah, skipping ahead. Jay is the only one who remembers Kay even existed, but they're aware of time travel. So she's like, oh, have you been craving chocolate milk? Which is a funny scene where he steals. This is a joke that's dated now, but when he steals the kid's chocolate milk and the kid's like, the president stole my chocolate milk.
Stuff like that. I was like, okay, this is pretty funny. It has some really good moments.
Yeah.
I love that they design everything twice, basically. They have the the modern version of the MIB headquarters, and then you get to see the 60s version of it.
I will say the modern version, I don't like the redesign for it, but I think that's because they weren't going to be there that much.
Yeah.
It didn't feel as big, and they got rid of the twins. It's just a bunch of dudes around screens.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
That's kind of what I would say about like the deflating balloon. I'm like, it's good. I can see it,
Yeah.
it's still Men in Black. I'm like, how much air can you let out of this before it's not technically a balloon anymore?
Yeah. But when they get to the 60s, I do like the look of that.
That
and
is
everything.
very cool. I
And
like
Josh
that a lot.
Brolin kills it.
He's
so
really good.
at
He
playing
is
Tommy
so
Lee Jones.
good.
He's very good.
I love that whole time travel thing where he goes back, because again, it stops it from being like the first two. I'm like, okay, well, this is a whole new element.
Yeah.
They get to have fun.
It gives Will Smith a little bit of fish out of water experience again.
Yes.
Because he's not from the 60s.
Yeah, because
not
he's
from
already
that version
used
of
to
Men in
his
Black.
world.
Right.
So we kind of lost. That's the thing with the last two. There wasn't really a fish out of water.
Yeah.
So seeing him being in the 60s is fun. I love when the cops pull him over and he neuralizes them. Which, by the way, his glasses just materialize on his
Yeah.
face. I love that edit.
Press it.
But I love when he's like, just because you see a black guy doesn't mean he stole the car. And he pauses like, okay, I stole that car, but it's not because I'm black. And if you notice, that whole scene, they're in front of a Frank the Pug circus show thing.
I
So-
didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah,
wow.
there's a big ad for a circus freak show, and they have Frank the Pug. So before he went to Men in Black, he was just in traveling shows.
That's great.
Hiding in plain sight. Josh Brolin is great, but he's also playing a very different version of Kay. A Kay who's like very happy.
He's a little more human.
He's a little bit more human. He's fooling around with the young Agent O, played by Alice Eve. Or Alice Eve, right? Yeah. Yes. So yeah, that's a really fun dynamic. I love when they go to the factory and you find out that Andy Warhol was not an
very
alien.
funny.
He was a Men in Black agent. It's Bill Hader. And I love that all the great things Andy Warhol did was just an annoyed MIB
Yeah.
agent. He's like, I'm painting soup. I don't know how much longer I love when they interrupt. They're like, Andy's like, sorry, I'm filming a man eating a hamburger. It's transcendent. He's like, you got to get me out of here, man. I'm too undercover. But playing with the 60 setting, I like that all the gadgets look very different. There's a giant neuralizer.
Yeah. I didn't like the design for a lot of that stuff, but I did love the idea that it's all like big and old technology and and ridiculously
like the
sized.
big phone he has, and he's like, "Don't put that to your head." But I even like the mobile neuralizer has like a wind up thing and a
Yeah.
cord. I'm like, that is really really fun.
That's
I
great.
really love that whole dynamic there. And the jokes were funny again. The humor
Yeah.
was very funny. It wasn't retreading ground.
Right.
It wasn't just repeating jokes, which is what the second movie had a problem with. And the ending is fun too, even though the time travel doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all leads to Cape Canaveral during the moon launch.
Which is very cool.
Yes.
Fun stuff.
It's a fun, if you're going to do
Yeah.
the 60s tied into space, you kind of
Yeah.
have to. But yeah, we get to see, what's his face? Luke Cage. Netflix's Luke Cage is there as a
Yeah.
military man, which I'm like, oh shit, I forgot he was in this. But yeah, that's when you get the fun, like the young Boris and the old Boris. I love when they're like, he's like, stop looking at my arm. His arm's ripped off. And it's just an exciting finale, but then it has a sad ending.
Yeah.
We find out that Kay is very like bitter and sad because he was there the day Jay's dad died.
Yeah, which is it is like genuinely heartbreaking.
Yes,
I was like, holy moly, man.
I know.
Like I had seen clips and like I'd seen the movie before, and then I watched it. I'm like,
And speaking of the heart of the film, the character Griffin, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
He's great.
He is awesome.
He's like a fifth dimensional character. He knows every timeline, but he's not sure which. It's kind of like Dune, where they can
Yeah.
see multiple timelines but don't know which one's which.
yeah.
He's a great character. He's very very fun.
I feel like that would be
I
a
hope
great.
this is the one where we remember to say the thing.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great. If it was Robin Williams, I would have been like, oh, I love this character so much. I liked him.
Yeah.
The thing I didn't like the weird head design thing. I was like, this is just kind of goofy. But it was like, all right, I like the character though. Like I thought it was funny that he kept seeing
I
all
love
different versions.
I love that he's like, oh my god, if that means Boris is gonna hit that door in 2 seconds, and then it does happen. He's like, oh, this must be the one where he's stuck in there. I'm like, that's really really
yeah,
funny.
that was good.
But he gives them the device to save all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's got a lot of heart to it. It's funny. I just think a lot of people slept on it because the 2 wasn't great. And also maybe they
it's
just
been
thought,
so long too. So.
yeah, and a bit, you're right. There's a big gap between a lot of these.
I'm trying to think back though to the original movie. Like, how does it impact J and K's relationship once you have seen 3.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's got
kind
a
of
connection
weird.
because he certainly plays it like he's never met him and he doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
And he just happens to be lucky that he makes the team versus like
Yeah.
almost a legacy man.
Yeah,
You know,
I guess
like,
you could like maybe he had some blind faith in him
yeah.
or like something because
It just
there's
makes
really no reason
it just
for him
makes
to be
Jay
like,
seem
oh yeah,
destined."
this guy's destined to be
Yeah.
in the minute. He's like,
yeah.
take it or leave
I
it.
think just like fate made them cross paths
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a little confusing because like Tommy
Because he
Lee Jones.
basically invites his dad to join MIB. Like,
Yeah.
if you ever quit the military, I got a job for you,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But like in the first movie, it's clear Kay has never met Jay before,
Right.
Yeah.
ever. So it's kind of just like okay, or maybe he
Yeah.
just didn't remember him until he looked him up. It's like, oh shit, that was that guy's
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the very ending where it's like, this is my new favorite moment in history. It's like, oh wait a minute, unless this happened, unless it doesn't.
that was very good. Yeah, I like that a lot.
The whole Mets scene is really good. Where
Yeah.
it's like, I'll think of all the different things that had to happen. It was a sequel that didn't need to be as good as it was.
Yeah, it was way better than I expected when I first saw it.
Yes.
And like rewatching it, I was surprised how much of it didn't feel so absolutely flat.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
actually didn't mind Emma Thompson as
Yeah.
O. It
fine.
kind of reminds me of the James Bonds, how like what's his face, M became a woman in the 90s. Also, I know he was technically alive at that time, but Rip Torn probably wasn't in the best position to be acting.
Probably not.
I think this is when he was trying to wander into banks, thinking it was his home or something. So I
yeah.
get why they didn't have him in that one.
Yeah, the only I wish she had a little bit more personality. Like
Yeah.
you're replacing somebody who has too much personality.
Yeah, yeah,
And then she's like very milk toast.
yeah.
That was my only. I'm like, oh, do we even need anybody? You don't have to have anybody, but that's fine.
Yeah. But no, I would love to have seen Josh Brolin in another Men in Black at some
I think
point.
that would be a great way to move forward. Do
Like,
something
we
like
cloned
that.
we cloned Kay.
Yeah.
He signed up for the cloning program.
Yeah. Even if you had him time travel and then time machine broke. We can't do it because of the international galactic laws of whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Because they mentioned time travel's illegal. Jay's
Yeah.
doing this. And
Yeah.
that's the only reason Jay can remember, because he was actually there or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, 2011, again, that was another big year. I was like, you got your Transformers 3s.
Yeah.
You got a big summer. So this is another one that probably got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So everyone who I know who's seen it says it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Like, not memorable. I have not seen it since the theater. And you're right, there are some wonky CGI when he's falling off the Chrysler building.
Oh yeah.
that
was like-
looks bad. Although when he's time traveling and he gets to like the Great Depression where all the Wall Street guys are jumping out of the building.
That was.
And it's Barry Sonnenfeld
I
in the
forgot
cameo.
about that.
That's
I lost
eerie.
it.
That is like a
so-
really dark joke that some people want to get. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
But yeah, then Men in Black goes away again.
yeah.
And we finally arrive to Men in Black International.